The Golden State Killer, inside the timeline of crimes. The Golden State Killer, also known as the East Area Rapist and the original Night Stalker, was a serial killer, rapist, and burglar who terrorized communities in California in the 1970s and 1980s. His crimes went unsolved for decades, but in 2018, law enforcement officials announced that they had finally identified and arrested the Golden State Killer, thanks to advances in DNA technology. The Golden State Killer's crime spree began in the summer of 1976, when he committed a series of burglaries in the Sacramento area. He would often ransack homes while the occupants were away and steal small items, such as jewelry and coins. However, as time went on, the Golden State Killer's crimes became more violent and sexual in nature. In 1977, the Golden State Killer began committing rapes in the Sacramento area. He would often break into homes at night, wake up the occupants, and threaten them with a gun before sexually assaulting the women. He was dubbed the East Area Rapist due to the location of his early attacks. In 1978, the Golden State Killer began committing murders. His first victims were a couple in Rancho Cordova, California, who were killed in their home. Over the next several years, the Golden State Killer would go on to commit a total of 12 murders in California. In 1986, the Golden State Killer's crimes stopped as suddenly as they had begun. For years, law enforcement officials searched for the perpetrator, but he remained at large. It wasn't until 2018 that the Golden State Killer was finally identified and arrested, thanks to the use of DNA evidence. The man charged with the crimes, Joseph James DeAngelo, was a former police officer who had worked in the areas where the crimes were committed. The Golden State Killer's crime spree left a lasting impact on the communities he terrorized and the families of his victims. His arrests brought a sense of closure and justice to many of those who had been affected by his crimes, and his case remains one of the most notorious in American criminal history.